they reward DRX's comp, and then DRX, they shore it up with Jace on R5.
And this is a pick that Doran's been able to actually take Noguri down on as well. Doran has
very little going on inside of this game. It seems like both parties are just very content to allow the game to unfold. Now, DRX, they've rotated here for the Rift Herald. This is my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, we've got a River Ramp. This is a 5v5. Doran's going to loop around Noguri. Level 7 at the moment, and here's the engage. Curtain Call comes down, and the Lamb's Respite comes in very, very early. Beryl getting a big old heal as Noguri's ultimate is beautiful. First Blood going over to Showmaker, and he still has the Unleashed Power available. As Pyoshik very, very low, and that's the Flash Zenith Blade. Beryl has come to play today as Deft gets to the safety of his turret, but you can't say that about Doran and Pyoshik. The first 2 kills go over to Damwon.
And Damwon now, with that kind of a victory...
We might have to sing the song if it's going to continue being an item that's going to be purchased as Beryl. Up here towards the top side. And they really want to try and kill Doran. Doran has fallen once already, but that was in that team fight from before. Hasn't been dove just yet as Canyon comes on through, but Carrier in position, and Deft is rotating around as well. Turret plates, not too many of them to actually go down on either side. As the heal actually comes in, they're looking to try and take down Doran, but that's the wild growth as Doran stays in the fight and takes down Noguri. Now Beryl trying to get out of there as the collateral damage not quite enough. This is why you press your potion button, ladies and gentlemen, as Doran keeps himself alive.
That's why you have the Sanguine Blade.
Yet another minion wave. Canyon turns up. That's the Hex Flash from Beryl. Doesn't look for a Zenith Blade onto Carrier, who skippies away. And this is going to be first turret going over to Damwon at 16.5 minutes. I believe this is going to be a continuation of Damwon's 100% first turret rate so far here at Worlds. This game means a lot. And no one wants to give anyone an edge, as now the first Infernal going to be started off by DRX as Deft is going to shoot it. Noguri teleports in. This will be another 5v5. We'll see how DRX are going to be able to go this time around. It's Chovy off to the side, Beryl looking for a flank, and Noguri as well, wrapping around. Pyoshik going to be able to take the Infernal Drake, and DRX just looking to try and get out of there. The flash out. Doran is just going to make sure that DRX can get out scot-free. Ooh. And Canyon getting chunked by that Shock Blast, the poke from DRX, and now they're going to transition into this outer turret. Collateral damage used just to get rid of the minion wave. And DRX are going to continue pushing by the looks.
Yeah, and getting that Infernal
wave, but he gets rid of half of Ghost Health Bar as well. Command Protect through there, but there is the charge. So Shirley will provide a bit of value, even if DRX's mid-turret is still just below half health. It's not the end of the world here for them, as Deft is going to be able to take down the Brambleback and then head back up towards farming.
He's going back up into top lane. He's going to try to shove that in. Damwon, a lot of their gold lead right now is actually just inside of the turrets.
Yeah.
And so they're about... Oh, what?
What? Okay. Sometimes you've just got the serrated dirt and you do way too much damage. Doran picking off Ghost from the backside of that as, I guess Chovy going to be patting himself on the back for that shockwave as well, as now Noguri's going to get the stun onto Carrier, who is going to be A-okay, but damn, I didn't even see where that came from.
Are doing right now with their posturing.
It looks like their priority is going to be on the mid lane, but you can see all of the vision that Damwon have. They should be able to head just over to this Drake and pick it up. It's up in 3 seconds time. Canyon's been fantastic at dodging shock blasts. Doran does so much damage, but he needs to connect the skill shots to make it work as we toggle the vision and see how dark it is for DRX.
Yeah. DRX now, I mean, they're trying to hold a Phalanx.
Noguri's been so patient. There's the Solar Flare. Doran down pretty low. And it is just going to be DRX giving this one up as Noguri looking for the fight potentially, but Beryl just going to get himself out of there with the flash. And now Soul Point is in for Damwon. Really good control of the area. That Shock Blast is going to land Ace of the Hole as well. Scat of the Week is big, and that's going to get the Lamb's Respite out of the Kindred. Curtain Call coming forward. Do have a bit of vision as now Chovy. Fancy Feet comes through, and his DDR skills are going to be enough. Carrier, not so much. Catches one off the back end.
Yeah.
DRX will get out of there, and they mean that any sort of cannon flank is going to be basically impossible to deal with. There's a Zenith Blade, and they've caught out Doran, but uses the Blast Cone, gets himself to relative safety. Now regroups with his team, but the Jace not going to be team fighting in melee range against anyone with that kind of health bar. Throws out his Shock Blast onto Showmaker. Good stun onto Deft, and collateral damage takes him to 200. Def needs a reset. Still 2.5 minutes on the Dragon, so not going to lose too much here on the side of DRX, but Damwon just showing them that they can do some poking too. Shock Blast going to be avoided as Doran gets himself...
The game might just get decided right here, Atlas.
Could potentially. Chovy's Shockwave now on cooldown as well as Pyosik going to get stunned up. Lamb's Respite does go down though. That's going to keep him alive, but they need that for the team fights. The flash out of the Deadly Flourish. And there's the curtain call as the Dragon is spawning. DRX completely zoned away from this area, and that's just going to be free Infernal Soul for Damwon. Oh, I don't know about that Shockwave in the bottom lane. It whiffed anyway, but even using it against just the cannon is probably not going to work.
Yeah, not anything really going on, and yet Damwon, they're going to get the Baron. And I just feel like, I mean, with the team composition that DRX has, Orianna, she has some wave clear, Caitlyn has a little bit as well, but their team composition is not one that is particularly good at resisting Baron sieges, especially not one. Deft down one. Oh, hold on.
Nogari looking for it. He's biding his time, waiting for the opportune moment. Pyosik gets popped. He had the Lamb's Respite, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to use it from the Death Chamber. And now DRX don't have a jungler, and there is an Elder Drake coming up in 20 seconds time. That was an error.
That was a kill, actually.
Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah. Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah. Just want to let you know that.
Come down.
Whoa.
DRX in a really awkward position.
Looks
Teleport
like DRX,
back from Doran.
Yeah, they're deciding that it's now or never for them.
Well, they need to make some sort of attempt to stop this from going down because they can't just continue bleeding objectives forever. Chovy moving over to the side. Deft actually frontlining at the moment. The smoke screen goes down, the flash over, Chovy looks for the Shockwave and misses. The flash out from Damwon.
Oh, but they managed to separate them a little bit. Never mind, Doran going on a little bit of an adventure. Here comes Pyosik though.
Yeah, Nogari's gonna flash in, massive slicing Maelstrom into the back line. The Lulu dies immediately. Doran gonna go down as well as there's the curtain call. Ghost looking for Chovy, but the Elder Drake is going to fall, and whether this Orianna gets away or not, Damwon will put themselves in a game-winning position.
Yeah, and now with the Elder Dragon, Solar Flare landed onto the Kindred, but Pyosik has the QSS able to get away. They probably are just going to move over to the Baron now. Canyon does have Smite up again for this, so dancing inside of his jungle. Ghost's going to come over here and try to help him as well. And with Elder and Baron, it would take a miracle in order for DRX to come back inside of this game.
And they also have the Infernal Soul as well. Just a reminder, guys, the game with the least kills at Worlds so far this year had 11. And we've currently got 8. So DRX now forced to go back. As Carrier not going to be there. Don't want to fight a 4v5, and they will just forego their inhibitor turret. They can't just continue sacrificing objectives, but unfortunately, they're just too far behind at this point in the game. Too many buffs circling Damwon. Still 39 seconds on the Elder Drake. Has 2 inhibitors in the blink of an eye and a teleport towards the top lane. Yeah, Showmaker in there. He'll push this one out, and they're looking for 3.
Well, 2 inhibitors. They're rotating up into top lane. They're looking to raise this final turret. Pyosik just getting tagged. Even the Graves smoke screen, actually.
I know, this is like a poke Graves.
Yeah.
I guess lethality is going to help you out there, but he's been using his collateral damage just to soften up his opponents so far this game. It's been working. Beryl getting caught out of position for the moment, but he will survive. And Damwon still pressing forward. Deft, half health. Pyosik the same, as is Carrier. This is going to be the hat trick of inhibitors on the 1 Baron and Elder push. Elder has just dissipated. And now DRX are looking at just a couple of Nexus turrets between them and a game 1 loss. Nogari looking for his moment. Pyosik going down very, very low. Dances out of the way of the Deadly Flourish. Damwon continue to press forward. This Nexus turret goes down immediately as now Pyosik standing on his Lamb's Respite, but immediately he's stunned up. And the curtain call comes forward. It's the last Nexus turret lasting a bit longer than you may have expected, but eventually does fall down. Collateral damage does so much work over the top of DRX, and there is the slicing Maelstrom, the death nail. The Nexus going down as an afterthought, and Damwon will keep their blue side dreams alive and take down series. Ghost is going to be able to have a similar performance. Hasn't necessarily been his MO, because this is looking like a composition where Ghost is going to be relied upon a lot. But most Pog, so he fits into that one as well. As Doran looks for a stun, but it's a great use of the Bellows Breath as Noguri flashes aggressively underneath the turret. The Crab Rave comes through as Chovy's like, what were you doing there, buddy? And that is going to be first blood very comfortably delivered to the gun.
Don't really have any real way to create ganks on their own. That was a
barrel
mistake.
Yep, big taxi ride. Actually going to take some turret shots here as in goes the heroic entrance, but that's a lantern that Ghost's able to take out. Oh my goodness. The flash forward, the knock-up comes through. Double taunt from Chovy. He's looking for Ghost, but he's only down to 200 health. And in goes Showmaker, flashes forward to guarantee the gold card as Carrier not going to be able to keep his team alive now as the gargoyle falls down, and it's now 1-1. As, okay, bit of a fight over the bramble back as the taunt looking to try and come through here. Destiny goes down, Pyosik trying to get himself out of there, does so with the pounce as the heroic entrance comes in, but immediately it's interrupted. 4-man knockup from Noguri on the backside, but Doran is ripping apart Damwon and looking to try and escape. Showmaker gets in, but he gets stunned by the counter strike as the empower's there, but it's not enough damage, and Showmaker takes down the Jax. In the end, it's a very even trade. I think it's DRX that came out on top as in goes Pyosik, wanting to take down Noguri, but it's Carrier that licks him to death over the side. Deft gets over there, takes down Ghost, and now Showmaker against the world. Deft wrapping around. Gold card has been locked for Showmaker here, but a 1 versus 3 not looking like something they're going to be able to do here as the piercing darkness comes down, and Deft just needs one more auto and he will be able to take this one out. 6-2. Doran looking for a little bit of a flank. That's going to be the route. But it's Beryl that they've decided they want to take down first. He's going to flash away. It's a decent knock-up. The hook is going to land onto Chovy. Dawning Shadow keeps everyone alive as the Ornhorn is denied. You can see Noguri still very healthy. And look at the AoE. Showmaker flashes forward. That's going to be the Devour, but it's going to cost the life of Carrier. And now in comes Damwon, obliterating DRX. The Justice Punch will be stopped. No justice for you today, Chovy. As Damwon, they say you can have... That's the flash gold card. Doran over the top, trying to get himself in there. There's the heroic entrance. They're trying to keep Pyosik alive, but it fails. And that is going to be mid-jungle already dead. Damwon picked as many fights as they could, trying to stop that Devour from keeping everyone alive. And they were able to do it successfully the third time. Now they'll be able to break open the base and take probably the safest Baron if they would like to, unless they just want to try and push through for the win. Deft and Doran, they're going to try and hold on to these Nexus turrets. Carrier going to be there as well. Great double knock up there from Noguri. Devour comes through onto Deft, but now that's going to be on cooldown, and the stun is going to land. The center taken down off the backline as Canyon takes matters into his own hands. Carrier, he had a stopwatch, but he now doesn't have his life, and a second Nexus for Damwon will be taken. This team looking unstoppable today.
Yeah, one up to them is Xerath, Vel'Koz, and Ziggs, but no one's really been able to pilot them consistently enough to just make them the mainstream meta, and then once they come in, then very ancient mid. And the thing here is the bot lane is hold on.
Yeah, Ghost's gonna get flashed on here as Pyosik flashes in as well. They're desperate for this kill as Deft is gonna be able to get that snare, and they do lock down first blood. In the meantime, Damwon looks like they're gonna be able to get this Mountain Drake, unless DRX get over here, but no, not quite in time. So not too much. As, okay, Doran in trouble. He's going to flash to get out of the way. Noguri flashes on top of him. The Ignite is there. Oh! What? Just turns around and boops him. It is going to be a 1-for-1 trade in the end, as the wave looks like it's going to be slowly pushed.
Pyosik.
End of the line comes down. Canyon already at 200 health. There's the ulti. Pyosik stands off it. He probably wants to get back on there as Lamb's Respite says no. Beryl times the stun beautifully.
Scuttle Crab. Vision and movement speed in the event that a fight would break out here. Now, this is a very good time to fight because Chovy's very low on mana. Hello?
Well, Beryl's dead. So, maybe it is a good time for DRX still in this one. There's the man drop coming towards the mid lane as Pyosik stays in amongst it. Chovy trying to get himself out of the way. Noguri is going to knock up the Graves, who's out of range of the Vel'Koz. There's a disintegration rate. Beryl gets himself out. But you can see Pyosik was not so lucky, and Noguri grabs that kill for himself.
And Noguri Ooh, barrel. Almost dying right there. Nuguri actually behind enemy lines.
He's getting surrounded. There are 4 versus 2 right now. Can the rest of Damwon actually get in here is the question. They're looking for the stun to land onto Nuguri. Seer in charge. Knock up onto 3 as Showmaker gets a 2-man shockwave. And Def just gets obliterated. Now Canyon looking for a little bit more. Carrier gets out of there as Chovy with his super...
For the Dragon, depending on...
Okay, Arrow is going to connect here as Chovy tried to disintegrate someone off to the side, but Pioshik is the one in trouble. Ghost, not a lot of mana, but he's got arrows, and he will be able to take them down. It is going to be Chovy falling as well on the fight on the top side. We'll have to check that one out in the replay as Carey is going to get taken out by Showmaker. That's actually sick, though.
Normally this is something that marksman players can do in later stages of the game.
Shockwave, Doran not able to press his pull button, and that is going to...
And
Pioshik and Carrier, the 2 rookies of DRX, might be in a bit of trouble here. Glacial Fissure pretty nicely avoided by Damwon as Def trying to come over. Dawning Shadow is way too late though. Good knock-up lands onto the Graves. Def trying to take matters into his own hands as Canyon down very, very low. Chovy does a lot of damage, but Senna's just by herself. And Damwon are picking DRX apart.
Relative to where he could have been at. Ooh, another arrow.
Yep, it looks like they're going to be able to pick this one up as Carrier does get himself into a safer position, and Barrel's the one now in trouble. Def grabs that kill. Another disintegration rate gets the flash out of Showmaker. Now Noguri up to the side. Ornhorn not off cooldown just yet. As Shockwave is going to be up, so Showmaker does have an opportunity to turn a fight around, but it is a 4 versus 5, and DRX are continuing to push further forward. Control Ward, trying to get control here as Showmaker throws his own ultimate back. Canyon grabs the kill in the end. Hemo Blade goes down, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Just Canyon going to be tagged with that one. Another fight in the other front as Noguri looks impossible to damage. Deft getting back into a decent position though, and you can see Showmaker, he dealt with the Vampire, and now Pioshik 1 versus 3. Here's the ramp, but it's going to miss. The man drop from Barrel just to close the gap as he flashes on top of Pioshik. And now Damwon once again turning a fight on its head and now looking for a Baron. To the left. And okay, Doran feels like he might have found something here. Tides of Blood to do a bit of work, but has to use the pull. Actually avoids the arrow with it as the flash out of the Shockwave. But now Showmaker's the one on the attack. Brambleback gets a little bit frustrated, but you can see he's now just chilling. So this 1v1, I don't know whether it's really going to work, as the Crimson Rush comes in eventually. Gets it onto Ghost there. The Tides of Blood coming forward, looking for another Q. Does not get it. In the meantime, Deft is going to be taken down in another skirmish. It's a pretty good ultimate out of Canyon there, and that's going to mean that Pioshik can't make things work. Chovy, can he be to the rescue? Nice knock-up onto Barrel as Canyon looks for it. Carrier taking a lot of damage. One more auto will land, and that will take down the Brawn. That's the ace for Damwon. It looked messy, but in the end, that's a 5-0.
Well, this is going to be Damwon marching up mid lane, and the game was just constantly scattered without any sense of stability on the side of DRX, and that's what their comp should have been all about, is maintaining control, letting Chovy and Deft carry everything from afar while having Vladimir go the distance, but they were so overeager at every point, and Damwon happily clapped them.
Exactly right. That's going to be another 3-man knock-up from Noguri. This Nexus very soon to go down, and Damwon looking absolutely unstoppable in this first quarterfinal. 3-0 as many predicted, but I